What you see on the table is everything you need to start your Yu-Gi-Oh journey in 2022.
Yep, and we're going to be going over all the price ranges and our personal recommendations.
Yeah, and if you guys want anything you see on the table, you can head over to Amazon.com because a lot of them are over there. But we have some brand-specific merch on the table. You guys can head over to HeadtoHeadBattles.com and check out over there.
Yep, and also guys, we're going to be doing a huge giveaway for you guys. We're going to be giving away a complete starter kit for you to start Yu-Gi-Oh in 2022.
Yeah, and if you guys want to participate in that giveaway, make sure to slap that like button, be a subscriber, and comment down below when you started Yu-Gi-Oh, or if you're new coming in from Master Duels, and if this video helped you at all.
Yep.
All right, so without further ado, let's get into it. All right, so you just started your Yu-Gi-Oh career and you bought all of these cards off of TCGplayer.com because you watched the last episode of starting Yu-Gi-Oh in 22, all right? Now, your cards came in and you need to sleeve them because you spent a lot of money on these Yu-Gi-Oh cards, right? Because Yu-Gi-Oh cards are really expensive. Can you tell them what type of sleeves you need to sleeve your Yu-Gi-Oh cards?
Well, technically, so you do need your inner sleeves.
Yeah.
And then your outer sleeves, but outer sleeves can be an option because some people actually don't like double sleeving. It's called double sleeving.
Yeah, double sleeving.
Yeah, but it gets really thick.
It does get really thick.
It gets really thick.
The inner sleeves are Japanese size sleeves if you're searching them on Amazon, but if you order them from our website, we're all Japanese sized. You know, we don't really vary between standards because we don't carry standard. But for the over sleeves, right? So for these Dragon Shield ones, these will go over the sleeves that are already over your card, giving you extra protection. You know, if you have fancy art sleeves like the ones you see on the screen right now. So it's a good way to really protect your cards from moisture, from tacoing in, you know, extreme temperatures.
There's germs.
And germs, yeah. People's hands are dirty, man. Like after a long day of Yu-Gi-Oh, people's hands get so disgusting that, you know, you're going to end up having to like change your sleeves anyways.
And also, I just want to really quickly go over so you guys can get just solid plain colored sleeves. Yeah. Or art sleeves, or you can actually make your own custom sleeves, but those are a little more expensive. But I mean, there is an option out there.
Yeah, so for like the cheaper sleeves, you're looking at anywhere from $7 like to $8 a pack. Yeah. But if you guys want the more expensive sleeves, or you want like custom sleeves, or if you want, you know, something off of, you know, like some of the more high-end stuff, you know, it'll probably reach around $12 to $13 for a pack of sleeves. So make sure that you guys are budgeting out accordingly so you guys have enough money for everything, all right? And obviously, our recommendation for over sleeves is going to be the Dragon Shield Clear Matte.
I love those.
And then our recommendation for inner sleeves, small plug, is our own sleeves. Okay, I mean, they're really freaking dope. All right, so for the next thing you're gonna need is a deck box. Now on the screen, you'll see that there are different tiers of deck boxes as well, right? You have your old school Ultra Pro deck boxes. You have a bit better ones, you know, like a little bit more sturdier ones, and like the Boulder.
Oh, the Boulder.
The Boulder. And if you guys want something like that's nicer to the touch, they do have like faux leather deck boxes. And at the maximum high end, you have one of our own deck boxes.
Oh, these?
Yeah.
These right here?
Yeah, and you'll see it on the screen right now. They do open in multiple compartments, and they give you a little bit more utility to store your dice and other things as well. Now, tell them the price points for these deck boxes.
Usually for the lower tiers, like the Ultra Pro. Oh, I don't want to keep saying Ultra Pro lower tier, but it is like
sorry, Ultra Pro.
Sorry, no, it's like, okay, how about this? More budget friendly.
More budget friendly.
They usually even go for like $5.
Yeah, $5 deck box, but they're really, really dingy. They really don't serve any other purpose but to hold your cards. Ultra Pro.
How about like your side deck and stuff? You never know.
Well, I mean, you have to carry your main deck somewhere, right? But if you step up to like the $8 to $10 deck box, it is much, much sturdier. And you'll see it on the screen right now. I'm gonna open it up for you and show you like how many cards it can hold. But generally, these are holding about 80 double-sleeved cards. So if you're playing a 60 card deck, this is not big enough.
No.
Size does matter, boys. All right.
Size matters?
Yeah, it really does. And on top of that, this doesn't hold dice, which is a big issue, right?
No.
And if you step up a little bit more into the $15 to $20 category, and I'll show it on the screen, it only, again, holds about 80 double-sleeved cards. So if you're playing 60 double-sleeved cards, and that's 90 cards total, you're not gonna be able to fit it in one of these deck boxes, let alone hold any dice, right?
Yep. And then for the higher tier ones, of course, it will also be on the screen.
Yeah.
It's like the faux leather. I guess that's kind of like how I like to call it. But these hold at least 100.
100 double-sleeved cards,
sleeves. There's compartments for your dice. There's
compartments for like your field centers,
Side
extra
deck,
sleeves, whatever you may need. And again, I'll have everything up on the screen for you right now to kind of showcase that for you. But generally, the higher end deck boxes are what we do generally recommend. And they are around anywhere from $35 to $45. And if you want like really nice art, like custom art, you're looking at, you know, anywhere near $50. And again, if you guys want any of these deck boxes, either head over to Amazon.com and just Google, or rather search TCG deck box, or head over to HeadtoHeadBattles.com and you guys can pick up your deck boxes there. All right, on to the next one.
All right, you have your cards all sleeved up. You have your deck box. Now you need a dope playmat to play it on.
Yeah, and there's a couple of different types of playmats, but the two main differentiators are one has a rubber bottom and one has a cloth bottom. Now, cloth is generally known to be a bit more of a higher quality playmat, but they do have their pros and cons. Now, the rubber playmats generally are single player playmats because the the 2-player rubber playmats are huge and they're like not easy to carry whatsoever. But the upside to rubber playmats is that they do not slide on the table because they are rubber bottoms, right? The one upside to a cloth playmat is that they're really compact because you can make them as small as possible. Generally, the surface is much softer, but now the biggest con to it is they do slide somewhat, but over at our website, again,
another plug.
Our new playmats have a much more...
It's a non-slip
It's
material.
more of an abrasive bottom, so we kind of solved that issue. But generally on the 1-player and 2-player rubber and cloth, you can get custom artwork for, you know, any of those. And there are multiple websites where you can, you know, put your own artwork and they'll send you the playmat, but those are a bit more expensive.
And I do want to talk about playmats with zones and no zones. The zones are basically what it is. It's zones for your cards. And at first, I actually didn't like the zones because it covered the artwork. And I was kind of like, like maybe I don't like it. It's kind of like just like there. But then for us, like filming or even just in general, people kind of like always ask, oh wait, what zone is that in? Where's that? So I personally do like zones now.
No, zones are really nice because you know, when you're playing, there are a lot of column-based decks. And you know, zones really do come in handy. So it doesn't matter what your preference is, make sure you have a playmat to play on because especially, you know, you don't want to scratch the sleeves because if you're, you know, if you're playing on a regular old desk, you don't know what's on the desk, you don't know if it's sticky or wet or whatever it might be. So I highly do recommend the playmat. Let's move over to the next one.
All right, guys, so you bought all these shiny cards and where are you gonna put it? Obviously, a binder.
In a binder, Binders are really, really nice, and there are a lot of tiers of binders. So this, so this is kind of like the highest tier binder. It's a zipper binder with pages that are side loaded. Top loading binders are like a thing of the past. They're it's kind of like an ancient relic, but most binders nowadays will be side loading, and binders can range from a price point of anywhere from $15 all the way up to $50 for like the highest premium binder. Now, this is what will be considered one of the most premium binders on the market right now. You know, they are white pages and they're really, really nice. Most are PVC free, so they don't damage your cards if you ever do put your cards in a binder unsleeved. But I mean, I don't really ever see anyone doing that.
That is very true. Oh, and also they're usually 9-card holding binders. There are like the bigger ones too, like the 12 card.
I don't recommend those.
I feel like those are a little too big.
Well, the biggest downside is they don't fit into backpacks.
Oh, that
is the biggest downside. So the 4x4 binders do not, or sorry, the 4x3 binders do not fit into backpacks because they are too wide. But the 3x3 binders, which are the 9-slot binders, are perfect for, you know, carrying as well as putting them into backpacks as well.
And just a little tiny thing before we move on, I do not recommend, you know, your high school 3-ring binder holders. I do not recommend you travel with that.
Definitely not. Good tip.
Keep that at home.
So over to our final section, it's just kind of like the smaller miscellaneous accessories, right? You know, you have dice, you have field centers, and then you have pins and whatever else you may want. Now, the significance of field centers is actually really important because it shows where the center of the field is in case your opponent or you has a mat with no zones.
I got these questions a lot from newer viewers. They were like, oh, like, what's the purpose of a field center? Like, why do I need one?
What's that thing in the middle?
What's that thing in the middle? But I mean, I would recommend you have one. I mean, like, there are metal ones, there's paper ones.
Paper ones, There's all types.
Yeah.
Like the field centers that we have over on our website are made of full metal, and they're really shiny. They're really, really sturdy. And I mean, you obviously I'll have everything up on the screen for you now. Now, one of the more the needed accessories is dice.
Oh, that's
you're going to be rolling dice to see who goes first or second.
Yep.
You're going to be using dice for counters, and they have like specific counter accessories, but no one really generally plays with those.
Yeah, and also I don't think TCG, at least for Yu-Gi-Oh, like we don't use like the 10-sided. I forgot what those dice were called.
D20s. You're talking about D20s.
Yeah. Generally, people don't use those, and if you do see someone like who does, you have to also use that. Like you can't.
Yeah, you can't.
You can't be using a 6-sided.
Yeah, because if you roll a D20 and get a 20, you can't roll a D6 and get a 20 there. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And the one final thing is pins, and pins are generally what go on your backpack or on your playmats. But again, these are not a necessity. Just kind of nice to have.
It's extra drip.
It's extra drip. Yeah, extra drip. All right, guys, that's it for today's episode of Starting Yu-Gi-Oh! In 2022. If you guys, again, want to join the giveaway, what do they have to do?
You guys gotta like the video, subscribe, and comment down below.
You guys are just starting out, like let us know like when you started out, or just tell us your stories and we'll read everything and we'll choose a winner.
Yeah, and then so quick disclaimer, the starter pack is going to include one of our new deck boxes, and we're not getting our deck boxes until the early May. So we're going to be sending out this starter pack in the early of May. So if I pinned your comment, you are the giveaway winner. And I will reach out to you to, kind of give you a time frame of when you're going to be getting these things, right, guys? So, like I said, if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to subscribe, like, and comment. Hit that notification bell down below and comment down below if you agree or disagree with anything we've said in this video, or if you have any other, tips or advice for what newer players need for the newer players, all right, guys? So, I don't want to take up any more of your time. My name is Susu from HeadtoHead Battles.
This is Jenna from HeadtoHead Battles.
Signing out.
What's up, guys? If you haven't subscribed, make sure to click that button right there in the middle.
Also, if you haven't watched that video that YouTube is recommending you, it's probably crazy, all right? Go watch it. This is Susu from HeadtoHead Battles.
Jenna from HeadtoHead Battles.
Signing out.